Well, we are still moving through a tremendous amount of fear in humanity and the collective consciousness. What are you fearing? I have shared in vlogs in the last couple of weeks that fear is a catalyst to take positive action. I have shared that the collective has fear coming up. We are right now in this major solar storm that's hitting Earth's atmosphere, and we've got incredible aurora borealis showing up in places in the world where it doesn't usually show up. In my area, we've had aurora borealis for the last 2 nights, and apparently we're expecting more tonight. It's an exciting time. There's a lot of events. There's not one event. A lot of people are looking for the great solar flash. That's not going to happen. We are definitely in this wave of events that are bringing up humanity's fear so that we can move into our fear. We have to go into our fear, and we find love in the fear. I highly recommend that you do not push your fear away, avoid fear, none of that. Go into your fear using breath and be in the fear and feel it. It will transform. That's what we just focused on in my session, my online session with my client. My client is working through a lot of his fear from his childhood, and this goes back to ancestors, his parents and grandparents, and it just keeps going back generation after generation after generation. A lot of ancestral repeating patterns, wounds are coming up, and they come up through your DNA. And it's your life's mission to heal this ancestral wounding by feeling it and expressing it. Yes, it is. It's so much healthier than going to war. We do not want to go to war because we are literally just fighting ourselves when we do that. And fighting ourselves is ridiculous. So that's what's going on in the sessions. And the biggest message in the session, and this was a session that is a mini quantum healing session. Now, I asked in last week's vlog, I asked for comments below of whether I should call them a mini quantum healing session. It's like a beyond quantum healing session or a QHHT session that has been shortened. And I am in the process of creating that session and posting it on my website by June of next month. But I'm not sure if I should call it a mini quantum healing session or a mini quantum hypnosis session. Leave a comment below and let me know which one you feel would be better to name it. I'm still sitting with it. The guides say it doesn't matter, but it does matter to me. So what should I call it? The solution for my client's fear is feel it, express it, and know that you need to flip it. You need to come into being grounded through breath, that you need to express your fear because it transforms. And we did so much ancestral healing work in his session, this mini quantum healing or mini quantum hypnosis session. That's what I practice. This is a client who's had several sessions with me, and we did some really deep inner child healing. I regressed him through hypnosis back into his birth and found where he was separated from his mother at birth and put into, of course, the newborn ward in the hospital and put into a plastic baby bin, as so many of us were. And this is where you have to go in through meditation in your mind's eye, and you need to go and rescue your inner child. Get that newborn self of yours out of that plastic bin if that happened to you, and if you have a fear of being alone. It happened to me. I was separated from my mom for the first 12 hours of my life while she slept, and the nurses forgot to bring me to her. And I was separated from my mom and put into a newborn ward and put into a plastic bin. And I've had separation anxiety And it's something that I really worked through in my own BQH sessions on really healing my inner child, my inner newborn. And I now do not have a fear of being alone. But it's so good to recognize it. So if that was your experience from birth, and if you don't know or don't remember, if you have a relationship with your mom, or you can ask her and find out. And you got to do this inner child rescue work. If you want to dive more into that, you can go to my website, soniawilderwellness.com. It's below. And you can talk to me about a session. I do give a free 20-minute phone or Zoom consultation about my sessions. And you can ask me about if you have a fear of being alone, if you have separation anxiety. We can talk about it in the free consultation and how I can help you in my sessions. I would love to help you. It was transformative for me to heal my separation anxiety by doing my own inner child rescue work. So I would love to help you with that, because no one needs to fear being with themselves, being in a room without any other humans around, or living with yourself. I say with, because you are with yourself. We're never alone, not ever. This is what was coming up in this session, his fear of being alone, but we're never alone. You put one more L after AL, and you separate the two words, all one. We are all one. There's many other things that came out of this mini quantum healing or mini quantum hypnosis session that I just gave that I'm going to share in an upcoming monthly quantum healing webinars that I offer. It's going to be the theme of the webinar as soon as we're done with the Clairs series, the Psychic Senses series. So this Sunday is May's monthly quantum healing webinar, QHHT-Clairempathy, learning how to deepen your empathy for yourself, your inner child, your experience, and for others. We practice activating this as a group, and then we discuss how Clairempathy has played out in our life. I'm going to share some of my experiences with Clairempathy and how we can use it not only to enhance our life and to live a better life ourselves, but how to help others and how to serve humanity with your psychic sense of empathy, Clairempathy. Intuitive knowledge of feeling, intuitive emotion, intuitive expression, Clairempathy. It's important that we develop it and that we finally tune it, because we know humanity needs more empathy than ever, and it's how we can help humanity to heal. That's why we're developing it. But first, you have to heal within yourself. And so we focus on that in this webinar, and then we'll be going under group hypnosis. I guide everybody under QHHT group hypnosis, and we clear blockages in the chakras that prevent Clairempathy from flowing, and we enhance it. And then there are always light language transmissions and activations that I channel from all the higher galactic groups, like the Ninth Dimensional Pleiadian Collective. Then we do a group meditation to connect all beings on this planet and to bring in more peace. We know we need it so much. There are 22 wars going on the planet right now. I know the Middle East and the Congo are really big focuses, but there's a lot more than that going on, and we need to just focus on peace, self-love, and release this internal conflict that we have going on. So we focus on that in a meditation at the end of the group hypnosis, and then I bring everybody up and we share our experiences. You will be on camera, on Zoom, live during the webinars. You will be participating. So it's exciting. There's group support. We laugh a lot. We connect. And we all need that kind of connection. And it's wonderful to be in a group for a couple of hours with like-minded, higher consciousness human beings. So If this calls to you, go to my website. The link is direct for signing up, for registering for the webinar. It's a free ticket because all webinars are donation based. Pay what you can, pay what you feel the webinar is worth. No amount is too small, no amount is too large. Everyone who donates receives the living recording, and that is emailed to you after we're done with the live portion, and then you can practice it on your own and develop your psychic senses even stronger. Your experience with the living recording will be different every time. So it's this Sunday, the 19th, May 19th, at 12 noon Pacific time, 2 p.m. Central time, 3 p.m. Eastern time, 8 p.m. at night, United Kingdom time. If you're not in those time zones, do the difference. I would love to have you on there. So that's that. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you so much. I would love to work with you if you're called to work with me. And leave a comment on what fears you're working through right now. I would love to hear from you. I always read comments and I always respond. I love you. May you have a wonderful moment wherever you're at in the world.